2011 Ultimate Builder Custom Bike Show in Cleveland, Ohio. We're talking with Bob McAreavey in the modified Harley class. Let's take a minute, Bob, and talk about your background.
Don't really have much in a bike background. I'm a truck driver. I just do this as a hobby on the side.
What were you trying to accomplish with this build?
Kind of what to keep a stock Harley, but how I would have done it if I worked for Harley. Some mods, just a little wider rear tires than 01, so it had a 130 tire on it. A little bigger motor, you know, basic bolt-on stuff.
What was your vision for the bike?
I just wanted something that was reliable, that I could ride every day and still have that kind of wow factor.
How many miles do you have on the bike?
I have about 44,000 miles on this bike.
So obviously this is not just a trailered show bike.
No, not by no means. I ride it every day.
What was your inspiration on this?
I really didn't have any inspiration, I guess. It was just something I always wanted to do, so.
Let's talk about the fabrication.
Most of it's a performance machine, bolt-on wide tire kits, pretty much stock tank, stock oiled bag. Changed the front fender a little bit, went to taller tires, wider tire in the rear, internal throttle. I wanted to clean it up best I could with being a stock Harley, to kind of give it that custom look.
What enhancements do you have on the engine?
It's a S&S 124. We split the cases, the stock Harley cases, and put the 124 in it. About 125 horse.
What was your, how much cost and time was devoted into the engine?
Well, I take this bike apart every 2 years and start from scratch and do it over, so this has been about the second year I've had it together again. I've probably got, since I bought it new, probably about 45,000 in it.
Let's talk about the front end. You said you changed the fender on it. Anything on the suspension?
No, I lowered this front end 2 inches. Basically a stock Harley Fatboy front end with the nacelle kit on it. Anything you buy right from Harley.
Let's go to the back end.
That's a PM 8.5-inch wheel, 240. Their wide tire kit. PM wheels, rotors, brakes.
What was your approach on paint?
I wanted something simple but different. I got with the painter. He's in Texas, Tim's Custom Paint. I told him I wanted this color. I wanted the design on the back and the one on the rear fender, and the rest he kind of went with it. I didn't want something over the top. Some of these paint jobs get a little gaudy and crazy. I wanted something subtle but dark.
Where did your inspiration for the paint come?
Like I said, it was I seen some things. I like the ghost flames, but I didn't necessarily like the typical flames. I liked the skulls, but I didn't want typical skulls, and it was kind of a back and forth through via emails, phone conversations, and I gave the painter basically free rein to do what he wanted.
What companies were instrumental in getting your bike finished?
Performance Machine was a huge part. There's a lot of PM stuff on it. It's basically a poster bike for PM. A friend of mine, Ron Ions, helped me a lot with this stuff. I have him to thank for getting it where it is.
Who would you like to thank?
Again, like Ron Ions, he's like I said, he helped me a lot on starting to get parts and who to contact, and he's got his own little shop, so he'd get me in touch with people that I needed to be in touch with and help me along.
Bob, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Come on, Bob. Okay. From Harley-Davidson, I would like to bring up Scott Habinger. He's the Director of Product Development. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. And thank you, everyone, for all the great work you've done. As you know, Harley is very passionate about helping people personalize their motorcycles, and that's one of the reasons our accessory catalog has over 800 pages of items for people to personalize their bikes. And then what the custom builders are doing are taking that to an even greater level. And the two winners we have today did phenomenal jobs with their motorcycles on two very different themes on what they did, and both of them worked great. And as Bob mentioned, we're very excited about the championship in Daytona, and when we said what prize would a builder really like, that's when we thought that 120-inch motor would be a great item to build the next great custom around. So, okay, thanks.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate your support. Why don't you stay up so we can hand out some gifts here. Brings up our winner, and this was Bob McAreavey with his Fatboy 88-inch twin cam with S&S induction, diamond heads. Really nice job. He did a lot of PM stuff with a fat tire kit he had on it, PM controls. Kind of got into the blackout before Harley and their new black line division, so we really appreciate his efforts, and obviously the crowd and the judges appreciated that nice clean blackout look. $3,000. Thanks, Bob. Thanks for coming. This is Bob Cave from the Ultimate Builder Bike Show here in Cleveland. I have with me Bob McAreavey, the winner of our modified Harley class. You know, I know, Bob, you came in here and you were a little nervous. You had heard that some of the other competitors had won some of this class before, and you know, then you saw the bike and you were kind of very impressed. Very nice bike, obviously, but obviously you did a really nice bike too. You know, with the blackout features and the use of PM, internal wiring, the way you ran your lines. Obviously, very clean bike, and the builders recognized that as they voted you the winner of the modified Harley class. So what do you think of your experience with the Ultimate Builder Show?
It was actually a good experience. Like I said, you get to meet some of the builders, because I'm not really a builder. I'm just kind of a backyard mechanic, and you get to hear, you know, what the ins and outs of what the real builders do and deal with. So it was interesting.
You know, Bob is a good example of what we're trying to do here with the modified Harley class, because we want to encourage builders to get in at this level and work with their stock frame motorcycles and focus on the sheet metal and other modifications. And it just goes to show you, you know, a backyard builder or working with your dealer, you too can be the winner at the Ultimate Bike Show. So did you get to meet some other people that would give you some ideas, and what do you think about future projects?
Oh, I'm going to do something here shortly. I was wanting to do a bobber, definitely on a Harley chassis again. I like the stock, basically, framed. I don't have to tweak it like these guys. I don't have the money to tweak it like these guys. But yeah, I'm going to plan on doing something here shortly. But yeah, I'll be back. I definitely will.
Well, it looks like we can see Bob to come back again. He had a great time. You know, I'm sure now he'll be willing to share his experience, and we hope to see more garage builders participate in the modified Harley class along with the Ultimate Builder Bike Shows. Thank you for coming, Bob. We appreciate your effort.
Appreciate it. Thanks.